Guys, I put my Under Armour spacesuit on for today's Virgin Galactic episode, and I'm ready for takeoff. Are you? So I highly welcome you to this episode of Virgin Galactic Fridays. We have so much things to talk about. But first, let me tell you how grateful I am. We almost crossing 1 million views on this YouTube channel because of you in front of your mobile phone or in front of your computer that watching all these videos, and we are growing together, becoming a better investor. Secondly, we just crossed 10,000 subscribers on this channel. This is unbelievable, guys. Thank you so much for that. And third, we smashed the like button on this video as well. Well, did we? Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. And those are the topics for today's episode. So first, we will talk about the stock. How did the space stock did this week? Then we will dive into a more technical analysis. Let's see what is next and which channels the stock is trading. Then we will talk about the FAA license, which is very, very important, guys. And then we will talk about the next big milestone for the company. And finally, we will conclude the vlog with the 100% profit opportunity on Virgin Galactic stock. So if I would be in your shoes, then I would stay tuned and enjoy. There's pretty many things happening for Virgin Galactic right now, and exactly as of this recording, we are almost approaching the $17 on the stock. And if we are looking into the stock, the actual breakout came somewhere around the 30th of June, where the stock gained almost 10%, guys, and I congratulate you to that. But don't be too much focused on the short term, guys. This is a long-term play. We are now approaching a $3.5 billion market cap, and in my personal opinion, I don't know about you guys, but there's now so many stocks out there that has no sales, not that much reservations, not that great business model, not that great team, and are valued like 10 times of Virgin Galactic. I'm talking about, for example, the next Tesla, Nikola, and I made a vlog even about this, so check this out as well. Now, on the other side, we are looking into the months, which is very volatile, right? I mean, look at that. We started the months with about $15.50, went up to 17, went down back to 14.32, then we went back up to 17, then back down to 14.75, and then back to 16.70. So this stock will be volatile for a while, okay? But still, I want to take you on a just small, quick analysis where the stock could go in the next couple of weeks when we continue this trend. This is what I love to do here on this channel as well, to just show with a very easy to understand technical analysis, just to see where the stock could go, as I'm not the super technical trader, or I'm not a trader at all. I'm an investor, and you should also think long term, guys. This will make you very, very wealthy. Okay, and here we are in the stock chart of Virgin Galactic, and as you can see, here are already some drawings from my recent live streams here on Yahoo Finance. You can nicely draw some lines into the chart, see how stocks are moving, in which channels they are moving. Now, let me show you a couple of things that nicely played out since the last time we talked about. So,
the last time we draw these lines was in one of our Virgin Galactic live streams, and therefore you see that what I did here is very simple. So I took the recent highest point of the stock trading, and then also the lowest point here, and then took the middle, and then you can see here that this is quite nicely showing you that this is a resistant line here. And here back in March or mid end of March, this was a kind of resistant line where the stock needed 2 attempts to go through. And then, you know, here just recently we actually bounced exactly off this drawn line here. And now what happened though is that we exited this broad channel that the stock could trade in, and actually exited it, and now it's the reason and the question if the stock will jump back in, or we just will have let's say brand new channel, right? That could be something like this, okay, more or less. So it's got a little bit broader. However, what stayed intact, as you can see here quite nicely, is this topper channel here between $15 and $20, where, you know, as the 20 mark was a kind of resistance here, the stock couldn't break out back in May, beginning of May, and since then it traded down, and now it seems it bounced back off the $15 mark, and now hopefully on the way up, and then maybe it will either stay in these levels, which I think will not happen for so long, but could stay for a couple of, let's say, weeks. And with all the news happening, I see rather, you know, stock rather, you know, pending somewhere up, and then, you know, and I think most of you guys are hoping, you know, that it's going back to those levels which we had back in February. This can happen, guys. Nothing is impossible on the stock market, and with great news, and which I definitely see coming now every single week towards you know, the really take off of the first flight. I think we will see more and more breaking news, and this will help definitely this stock to go higher levels. And then I think this will somehow, maybe this or this at least will be a resistant line that the stock will not break out for long, I guess, right? And it will be more into somewhere in this area where we will and won't see space.
So I know what you're thinking, like, who, from where he got this pretty amazing spacesuit? Well, this is Under Armour. This is, by the way, the same company that is producing the spacesuits for Virgin Galactic. I just bought this a couple of months ago. It's pretty neat, I have to say, and very high quality, and I'm very ready for the takeoff of space. Now, for takeoff of space stock, we need to understand that the FAA commercial license is very important. Now, we had the test flight, the glide flight from Spaceport America just recently, and the next big steps are the powered flight. And it is said in a couple of, you know, conversation with the CEO George Whitesides that apparently we can maybe achieve the FAA license with the last 2 steps with maybe 1 or 2 powered flights. This is actually the next big thing to do with Virgin Galactic, and therefore the FAA license will be the very, let's say, official step Virgin Galactic has to check to become a very official space tourism company, because this license is necessary to actually fly people then up there, and we will definitely talk about this milestone, but it's not the biggest milestone. There is one even bigger milestone that we are all waiting for. Well, you might know that I'm working very hard for this channel. So if not yet done, I would highly appreciate a like for all this work that this needs to put together, all of these videos, 3 pieces of content every single day, guys, on this channel, just for you to become a better investor. Now, I know a company that is even working harder on their goals, which is Virgin Galactic, guys. We discussed this on the very first episode of Virgin Galactic Friday series, which is this one, every single Friday, guys, so subscribe if you're new here. And they are really hard working. So after the glide flight, there's actually 3 big milestones for the company that could happen very quickly in the next couple of weeks. First of all, the powered flight. I expect the powered flight to be somewhere around, the next 2 weeks. So this is, I think, the first big milestone that also could achieve the FAA license. Then there will be the cabin review. Why is this important? Well, this is the next big touchable thing that the customers will see. They will see how it really is to fly inside the spaceship. And with these 2 things together, I think we are very good in the range of shooting Richard Branson up in the next couple of months. So first of all, powered flight in the next 2 weeks. Then the cabin review, which I think could be somewhere around the Q2 numbers, which are released in the beginning of August, so 1 month period. And then third point, Richard Branson going into space after, I think, we have the cabin installed, maybe a test flight with the cabin, and then the real experience, the very first time by Richard Branson. And this will be the starting point of a whole another level. Well, the 100% opportunity is not even close where I believe the stock can go, okay? But there are some analysts that just published a piece of article or a piece of opinion for Virgin Galactic stock after talking with the CEO George Whitesides. This is things that we as retail investors cannot access. Those are reserved for bigger investors, for institutions. They can just call up and see, okay, what's your opinion about that? What is the next steps? And they came back with a pretty nice piece of content for us that is showing that there is much more than just positivity. If someone calls the CEO and after releases a price tag for the stock that is almost 100% more, well, that is very, very positive, guys. And I got this article by one of my members, which is Ryan. So shout out to Ryan as well in our Discord chat. If you want to be member of this channel and support this channel and be more even in the loop of exactly this kind of news, just real time, then just press the join button below all my videos or live streams, and you can get access to the most interesting and fun community that is out there in the stock YouTube community. So let's dive into the article. So Vertical Research Partners did this call with George Whitesides, the CEO, and Daryl Genovese reiterated his buy rating. So what he's actually saying is important, guys. Listen very carefully. We are incrementally positive on the Virgin Galactic story post our call, which focused on recent SpaceX agreement with NASA. What sounds like good progress towards commercialization at the core suborbital space tourism business, even in unprecedented environment. Genovese wrote in a note to clients, "We continue to view Virgin Galactic as thematically attractive as it is the only means by which a public equity investor might gain pure play exposure to human space flights or any exposure to space tourism, while Virgin's financial targets are very attractive if achievable, and recent progress helps booster our confidence in its ability to deliver." And they are giving a price target of $29, guys, which is, as of this article, 89%, so almost 100% opportunity. And this is just beautiful when we have this kind of
internal information after a call with the CEO. This just shows us how beautiful of an undervalued opportunity Virgin Galactic stock really is. And you heard it here first. Guys, just a quick add-on, because Virgin Galactic just announced that they will reveal the cabin in Spaceship 2 on the 28th of July. So actually a little bit later than I expected, but now it's official. This is the bonus to the vlog. Thank you very much for watching. See you tomorrow.